Greetings traders, it's Friday, May 14th, 2021, and your final cherry bomb trade of the week is here. And if you're not a fan of liquidity and you like wide bid-ask spreads, then Restoration Hardware might be the ticket for you. RH is the ticker, and I believe I have its IV rank correct, do I? I do, awesome. It's a 34 IV rank. Which puts us in the short premium territory, though meh on that one. So we're going to take a look at this trade today and stick around towards the end. I'm going to give you an alternative that'll give you, I think, similar exposure to retail, and I'll discuss in this video why I think that might be not a bad place to go. So if you're down for this, stay tuned. We're about to hop into my computer. Hi everybody, my name is Neil and this is Option Theory. I'm now in the bottom left corner, nice and small, because what you want to see really is the trade, is the charts, it's what's going on, right? But stick around to the end. I said I'll go over that alternative to today's trade, and also I'll tell you how you can join us and get some, real learning with not real dollars, so you're not risking all your hard-earned money until you know what you're doing. All right, cool. So on screen here, you can see that we have the chart for Restoration Hardware. Now, if you've ever been to one of those places, like the guy said in the email, like Tom Preston said in his email, that we get from Tasty Trade, and I'll tell you how to get those emails too later. But, it's a high-end furniture, I guess, if you would. I don't want to classify it. I don't know. The yuppie, preppy, what's the right word? I don't know. Yuppie. Anyway, nice stuff, expensive. They have some cool old things in there, I think years ago I got one of those old style hand warmers that you put like lighter fluid in. I thought that was the coolest thing. Watch out, those things get real hot. Anyway, so you can see this recent drop, and you'll notice that later in the alternative when we look at that one. But is that an opportunity for us to profit? Should, it rebound? Absolutely. But let's take a look at this trade, shall we? Let's go ahead and build that out. Analyze trade, add simulated trade. We're going to be in the June monthlies with 35 days to expiration as of today, May 14th. We're looking at selling the 560 put, which is a 24 delta. Pardon me, while I clear my throat, I'm going to mute that again. There you go. Now you don't have to listen to me do that the rest of the video. All right, so now we have the 560 put that's being sold, and we're naturally not interested in having $56,000 of risk or $5,600 of risk. No, 56,000. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and fly off that risk here by buying the 550. Probably stand up a little taller, huh? So I'm actually on the camera. All right, there we go. So we're looking at a credit of $350. That's nice in the sense that that's about 1/3. That is 1/3 the width of the strikes. We're looking at risking $1,000, but being paid $350 to take that risk on. So really, $650 is the risk. But anyway, what hopefully you're seeing here is like, look how wide these bid asks are, right? And we saw that the one drop of liquidity, that's not good. So I don't know that we would get filled. I don't know that I would want to get into an underlying with such low liquidity. But we always explore these things. We explore these ideas. And because it's, this opportunity to test our theories, we might put this on just to see how it performs. And it's okay if we lose. We want to get that experience, right? Okay. So here we are with this trade. Let's go ahead and take a look at the probabilities. Let's set the date on the top. I went up to, by the way, it says risk profile. Let's click where the calendar is in the top right corner and change it to the expiration date that we see in turquoise in the bottom left. Let's get our expected move near this left edge and drag the x-axis until the expected move appears right about the right edge. I like to see the range in which the market thinks this is going to move, and then I want to set a gold price slice to where the turquoise line crosses the x-axis, or which is our break even. We'll set slices to break even on June 19th. We're looking at a 69.97. Let's call that 70% probability of profit on this one. Rather than if you just bought a share of this, you'd have a 50-50, right? Or some would say 53-47, but in this case, we're looking at it 70-30. So nice probabilities. That's nice. When we are risking $650 in this trade, we could not lose any more than that. And then here we have $350 of max profit. Of course, we would look to close this when we got to half of that, right? So 175, we'd be out of here and thinking about our next trade. So let's right-click this trade, choose confirm and send, and review what we just said. $350 of max profit, $650 of max loss. And according to, let's take a look at Tastyworks over here. This trade is got a P50 of 81%, right? 81% of probability of us taking that 175 and leaving. I'm going to go ahead and throw this one into the IRA account and just see what happens, right? That's why what's great about this. Hopefully you'll join us and get all the learning too. I'm going to hit send, putting that in my working orders. And I want to go over a couple of other things to look at in case you're looking at an alternative for this one or would want to consider one. So let's go over to the charts. Let's type in XRT. I want you to take a look at what you see here on screen on this chart. As I type on XRT, it looks similar, right? Okay, because this is the Spider ETF that tracks the retail. It has one drop more of liquidity, so there you go. So it is at least half the way there, but still not amazing. Here is another place where you could go with a similar trade. Let me give you an IV rank on this one. I think the IV rank is much lower on XRT though. The IV rank of 10 on this one. So this one, I wouldn't do a short put on this one. I'd be looking at doing long call verticals. And so with that in mind, I think our better alternative that has 4 drops of liquidity is something like Macy's. Oh, and Macy's also has earnings coming up on May 18th. So let's type in M into my ticker box and I can see, yeah, May 18th has earnings and we're at an IV rank of 15.5. That's low, I think, for earnings coming up so soon. That's Tuesday of next week. So here's a similar drop. Let's go ahead and take a look at building out a trade here. Add simulated trade. Let's stay in the same monthlies, trading through earnings. I feel like where I would be here would be something like buying the 14 and selling the 16. Buying in the money, selling just out of the money. And here collecting or paying $1.17 debit. I might want a little more room on this one. I might change that actually. Let's go ahead and buy the 15 and sell the 17. Because my reasoning for this is such. We just had news in the US that the CDC is giving a green light to vaccinated individuals and to be able to not wear masks outdoors, indoors, in most situations. Now, I think you're going to see a lot of people dying to get out to the mall. It could be me. I don't know. I know they also opened up vaccinations for children as young as 12. I feel like we're going to see people going out getting dresses. So that is my reasoning for why I think I prefer this trade here. And so let's take a look at this trade. Paying $90 for this trade, that's the most we could lose. We could make $110 because it's $2 wide. Yes, probabilities are probably not going to be as awesome. So let's find out what those probabilities are. Let's go to the risk profile. Let's make sure our date is set to the proper date in the top right corner. Make that June 19th. Let's get our expected move on screen and set our price slice to break even at expiration. Yeah, so only a 45, let's round up, 45% probability of profit on that one. So I'm testing an idea. I'm risking $90. It's about risking one to make one. Let's see what happens on that one. I like this trade as an alternative. Let's see how this performs compared to our Restoration Hardware. I keep wanting to call it Red Hat. It's not. All right, going to go here and hit confirm and send, review what we just said here, making maximum of 110, but happy to walk away with $55 of profit on this one, and max loss of $90. Going to go ahead and hit send and leave that in my margin account. Now I've got 2 trades. It's a 2 for Friday, and yeah, so there we are. All right, so if you made it this far into my video, this is where I want to give you a thumbs up. I don't have a thumbs up button to hit for you, but there is one for you. Sorry, I hit the microphone. If you feel like I've earned a thumbs up, would you mind hitting that thumbs up for me? And if you're interested in joining us, stay tuned. I'll tell you how to do that. If you're leaving, bye. I hope I'll see you soon. All right, so if you're still here, that means you'd like to learn how to get trading in Thinkorswim as well. Or trading on any platform, it doesn't really matter. This is just the one that gives us what I call a flight simulator, right? A way to learn, a way to get trading that simulates almost exactly what it's like to trade for real, right? So how do you do that? Right? I've got a playlist set up for you on getting started, but the first thing I think you should do is head on down to the description box. You'll find a bit.ly link that takes you over to Tasty Trade's webpage. Perhaps you've heard of them. They give out all their information for free, right? And one of the things they give out for free are trade ideas, 4 of them a week. We put those on in a simulated trading account so we can get all the learning without all that risk, right? And then when you're ready to risk your real dollars, you'll know what your performance has been. You know how to manage trades. That's what we do here. And we also provide alternatives. I think you see what we got here. And hopefully you'll join us. So when you're done signing up for the Cherry Bomb email list, come on back here, hit the subscribe button, and ring the bell so you'll be notified when our trade videos come out. All right. Thank you so much. I hope the market moves with you for you today. And I'll see you next week. All right, everybody. Take care.